What's up, everyone? 3-3-0 to go football around wrap up. Is that what we're calling this now? I believe Mike is going to be joining in here momentarily. Crazy night of football for sure on the high school levels. Before Mike jumps on, here he is. So he's going to come in hot.
Oh, he's coming in hot. He's dark in the car because he's fresh from what an amazing night of high school football, Matt. First off, brother, it's good to see you.
Dude, I'm alive. I'm doing fine.
All right, hopefully you enjoyed your day off. You know, you go 5-0 when you earn a day off, so good for you.
Thank you.
I'd like a day off too after the night I've had, but what a night of high school football.
You almost
went 5-0. I know, so
4-1,
close,
man.
so close.
You could have had a day off. That's how you get days off.
Did you go back to back 5-0?
No, I lost. Same one as you, Alliance.
Well, that game is still going, to my knowledge.
Our
sports director for Q92
out here.
Okay.
And man, I should have that like on cue. What about Glen Oak beating North Canton though? I just did see that.
Yes, what a game. Glen Oak wins 27-24.
Yeah.
What a ball game.
They man, I don't see it on here right now. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Canton Central Catholic 48-46.
Final. Wow.
Final.
Canton Central.
It has
Catholic,
my favorite letter
game.
from high school in it. F. It's final.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
That's official.
You know?
How was that Green Canton McKinley game?
Let me tell you, Matt, we probably witnessed the greatest high school football game that I have ever been a part of.
Really?
Green came out, shot out like a cannon. 4 plays, they had 2 touchdowns. Samino Manson threw a bomb. One of them was to Zach Baglia for like 85 yards and a touchdown.
Wow.
The other one was Manson to, I think it was Anthony Mandarin for another long touchdown. McKinley turned the ball over 6 times, including a pick 6 at the end of the first half to make it 27-7. Green did miss an extra point. The kicker stoinked it off the upright, and that's
a
big
kicker,
deal.
Though, right?
It is. Their starting kicker was injured in the Jackson Green game, so this was a new kicker for them. But that missed extra point would be the key here. It was a tale of 2 halves. So unfortunately, Samino Manson broke his collarbone, left the game. He had 165 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and then unfortunately on a scramble got pancaked. And unfortunately, broke his collarbone. Shoulder was very limp. Went off the field. We never saw him again other than having his arm in a sling. They tried to go with Antonio Martin at quarterback. He's just not a quarterback. He's more of a receiver runner. So they brought in Jack Logsden, who was a junior, and he maintained the game. So Green goes into the half 27-7. Logden comes in and plays, and all they were trying to do was stretch the game. Keaton Rohde for McKinley threw 5 interceptions.
Holy cow.
He had only had 1 coming in. 4 of them were his fault. 1 of them was not. It was a tipped ball. But McKinley didn't quit. Stephon Thomas, Nino Hill, both over 100 yards on the ground. McKinley had 350 yards rushing, but it was the turnovers that killed him. But McKinley comes back to win the game 28-27. Xavier Harris made a one-handed catch for a touchdown that made it 27-14. It would have made Odell Beckham blush. Probably one of the greatest catches that I have ever seen in my life for the touchdown. McKinley then gets Green on a 3-and-out. They go back down the field. Nino Hill punches it in to make it 27-21. Green then has the ball. A strip sack fumble by Kayvon McNeil, recovered deep into Green territory by McKinley. They punch it in a few plays later. Nino Hill again. The extra point makes it 28-27. Green gets McKinley to go 4-and-out with less than 2 minutes to play. Green punts the ball. McKinley McKinley punts the ball, and Green returns it almost for a touchdown. Shoestring tackle on Antonio Martin saves him from going in the end zone. Then Dante McClellan is able to seal it with an interception from McKinley with 30 seconds left. I mean, Green had a chance, and it was such an exciting game. Check out the interviews. Will go up. I was able to get Dante McClellan after the game with Q92 Sports, as well as Antonio Hall. Unbelievable game. To be a part of it was phenomenal. I know Ryan Keller, my broadcast colleague, has no voice now. We were yelling and screaming in the booth. I mean, it was such an amazing game to be a part of. It was.
Massillon pulls off a big one tonight against St. Ed's.
So I heard a rumor that St. Ed started their second string quarterback. Their first string quarterback was injured. He got his leg rolled up on last week, and I think St. Ed's had to start their second string quarterback. I'm still trying to confirm that information. But it was a good game. Massillon 15, St. Ed's 13. What a ball game.
Yeah, I heard that was our game of the week. Norton shows up.
28-0, man. Glenn Kruger, head coach Glenn Kruger had that team ready to go. Phenomenal interview.
From what I heard, he had you ready to play this morning. Weren't you ready to
lace him up? Put a helmet on, some pads, and some shoes, and I was ready to run through a wall.
You were ready to run out there and be the best dang water boy you could be.
Bench warmer, baby. Bench warmer all day.
Don't steal my spot, man. Don't steal my spot.
I'd be the greatest cheerleader they've ever seen.
I played left end of the bench.
There you go.
You know? That's what I went up and watched the Walsh-Firestone game.
Yep. Big win for Walsh. They got Hoban on their radar.
We got them coming up. Walsh gets into their tough part of the schedule. They'll actually be on as a pick'em next week.
They should be.
Can't wait to see that coming up, and then they got the big one with
Hoban,
the Nighty Knights.
Yeah, Hoban and Hank, and oh man, what a week
Hoban
that'll be.
picks up a big one on Ignatius.
Yep.
But Ignatius lost like 3 games.
Yeah, Ignatius was actually beat last week by Austintown Fitch, and what an amazing game that was.
Too.
Yeah. It's all good. I mean, it Barberton wins tonight. They beat Kent Roosevelt, Canton South all over CVCA. Lake beats Louisville. Northwest and Fairless were in a shootout all night long. I believe Northwest squeaks one out.
Yeah,
Northwest.
They won
that. Okay. They're coming up. They're going to be a game of the week here soon.
Streetsboro got back on it. They jumped all over Ravenna 56-7.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then Norwayne 70-12 over Northwestern.
Okay. All right.
That was a rough one.
Good game.
St. V picks up 35-0 over NDCL.
Cool.
So
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, man.
So Canton Central Catholic, we lose that game. Man, oh man, what a game that was.
Barberton, we win Barberton, Norton, Nordonia.
Yep.
And
did Nordonia win? I'm assuming. Yeah. Nordonia probably put it on them.
I was about to tease you and be like, hey, Mike, you know it's better than 5-0? 10-0, and I'll see you in 2 weeks because I'm taking next Friday off as well.
Nope, you're not allowed.
No.
Although Tim Nichols, the voice of the CVCA Royals, did a phenomenal job.
He knew way more than I knew. He put me to shame.
Listen,
that guy was a statistician.
Statistician galore, and I think just maybe, we have him back pretty soon to have a few more conversations. We
can split it down the middle, be half my face and half his.
We'll figure it out.
You keep your spotlight.
Moonman, if you're watching, figure it out. Let's add a third body every once in a while and see what we can do, because that was fun. Let's see who else won. Who else played? Jackson, big win tonight over. Who did Jackson play tonight? I'm drawing a blank. Jackson won. It was big.
I was just looking at this Cleveland Heights mentor, which I know is outside of 3-3.
Still some good games. Jackson wins. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other teams we need to talk about. Perry. Jackson beat Perry. Jackson beat Perry. That's what it was. Jackson beat Perry. McKinley again, big win over Green, 28-27. What a game. We're going to be talking about this one. I actually asked Coach Hall if he would mind doing a Zoom interview to talk about this game tonight for us. Yeah. And he said, all you got to do is ask, and I will be there. And I said, okay, great.
You better pull that off.
I told him I'll text him on Monday and we'll
Yeah.
see if we can get him on midweek. You and I we'll tag team an interview with him and talk about this Green
I can
McKinley
sit here
game.
and ask random
You
questions.
might as
Find
well. I
out.
mean, it'd be nice to have a united front for a change. We've been doing these
Yeah.
interviews. We've traded off and on. I would love to do an interview together
Yeah.
and see what we can come up with.
Well, yeah, definitely. I like that idea. For sure. I'm all for it, man. I'd like to be able to get an opportunity to talk to Coach
Yeah,
Hall.
yeah. What a game! Just a
Medina beat
phenomenal.
up on Brunswick.
No,
Don't know if we said that one, 56-14.
no, didn't say that one. How did Stow? I know we get a lot of questions about
Got
Stow.
beat. Stowe got beat
Stow's
pretty
having a tough year.
pretty
Glen
handily.
Oak beating Hoover, that was a shock to me. I mean, good job, Coach Garcia and the Golden Eagles. I'll be interested to look at some of the stats for that game. That was one of our score 7 with Q92 tonight.
Harding isn't Harding's
Warren
around, isn't
Harding
it?
is out in Youngstown.
So they lost to Ursuline 56-20. So
Jeez, Ursuline, watch out. Big game there. So, yeah,
Ursuline's good.
folks, be on the lookout. We're going out east for our game of the week for week number 6. It is going to be the South Range at Poland Seminary. Poland Seminary.
But
Yeah.
I think we'll have a little bit of sideline action for a little bit the Walsh St. V, right?
Well, if you want to go out to Walsh
I'm
St. V,
going.
we'll.
I'm telling you.
Okay, you're telling me. I will shoot an email to
Yes.
Coach and to the AD
I'm ready to go putz around.
get you
I'm gonna
some.
stand right at the goalpost.
Well,
you know how it
you
splits
have
down
a
the middle.
you have a great relationship with Walsh, correct?
I wouldn't call it great.
Well,
They're
they know who
accepting
you
my
are. You're not
tuition.
some. You're not some newbie. So
What'd you say?
you're not some newbie. They know who you are.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's actually, believe it or not, I think when you go to parochial schools, there's just everyone kind of intermingles, and a lot of common names.
So what we'll do is I'll email the athletic director, make sure we get you on the pass list so you can go on the field and get some photos and potentially some interviews maybe after the game.
Yep.
We'll take care of that. I'll let you all know where I'm going with Q92. Next week, I know Lake hosts McKinley. That could be a really good one.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at that one. That's got Federal League implications galore. How does Green rebound with the potential of losing Semino Manson for the season with a broken collarbone, if that is indeed the injury?
That's a shame, man.
What everybody was talking about. Green was absolutely deflated. Had a great pregame interview with Coach Mark Geis of the Green Bulldogs. And Green came out swinging, man. They were ready to go, and just an unfortunate event, losing your senior quarterback and a junior getting forced in. And, I mean, he played well, but McKinley came up big when they needed it, and that was that.
No, there's some good games next week. Booked on Ellet. I was just looking at that. Cloverleaf at Streetsboro.
Yeah.
Rootstown,
you're the Pick'em King, so go ahead and throw some together, and we'll do battle like we always do.
2 weeks ago, I was in the gutter, and now I'm supposedly a Pick'em King.
Well, we got to look at the fans. I know the fans picked a couple different games tonight. I know they had Green over McKinley, but that wasn't one of our Pick'em games. That was an honorable mention one. So I think they had.
Yeah, I'll post a recap tomorrow morning.
Alliance. But I think they had Alliance. I think they had Lake. They had Nordonia. They had Canton South, I believe. Maybe they had CVCA, but that was another honorable mention game. Okay. So we'll look at it. I'll let you do your thing. But, man, I am exhausted.
No, man.
I am.
Go and get some sleep. I'm just glad to jump on here and BS with you.
Absolutely.
I missed you this morning.
Missed you too,
so,
brother.
Yeah,
glad
happy to be back and giving you a hard time, man. I don't want you to go through the week and not feel the negativity of love that I project towards you. I love it.
I take it, man. I know you were there this morning in spirit. You were watching along. I get it. My phone was on Do Not Disturb, so I missed your picks. You would text them to me, but I had my phone on DND.
I know. You were trying to give me some slack about that. I'm like, nah, I'm
fun.
getting them in. You're not getting No, you're
good,
not going to
man.
win this by default.
Nope, you're good. Check it out on the 330 to Go High School Football Show, folks. Mike Vorhies signing off. What an amazing night.
Yep, absolutely, man. I will catch up with you and tune in 330 to Go show. Go to the group page, follow the 330 to Go High School Football page, like, share. You guys know the routine. So
yes, sir.
Share it out and give me and Mike a hard time, and let's have some fun, and we'll catch up with everybody as the week we get in the next week.
Yep, sounds like a plan, man. I'll see you next week.
Take care, buddy. Have a good
evening.
Brother.